Here we go. From the same material as the gypsum, and look at the big gap, guys. Why is there a gap? Well, it's this cornice. So they've put it up, and it's actually the delaminating. It's right along this length, right through there, about 6 or 7 meters. Not sure if you can see it very well, but what I'll do, just cut it open for you. You can see it there, just bubbling. The paper is coming off. You can see it's separating. So yeah, if anyone in the States or something like that is wondering what this cornice is made out of, it's made out of the same material as the walls and the ceilings, the paper faced gypsum. And there's no way to fix this, just delamination. You've got to pull it down. But I'm gonna just guess what this cornice is, because I had a similar issue the other day, and I'm guessing this is a boral cornice. Once this is done, once I fix this, I'm gonna have to sizzle all of this off, about 6 meters, and put new pieces up. That's what I'm gonna do today. Then I'm gonna paint the ceiling and paint the walls. So I'll show you a little picture that I took the other day and see if it's the same when we pull this down. There'll be a timestamp on the back, and we'll see if we can match up the dates. If my theory is correct. This is what I think it is. We had some the other day. Around that time is when this was made, I reckon. See, I've pulled it down and popped it back up. We're looking for early 2022 cornice made by Boral up here. None has been taken down yet. Other issues could be that before it was all installed, the cornice got wet, and the damaged pieces were the ones that were on top or subjected to moisture, and the ones underneath the top cornice remained dry enough so it didn't delaminate. So that's the other possible cause, is the stacks got wet. Maybe January, we had a lot of rain. Maybe the cornice was sitting in a house and got moist, that sort of thing. It got put up, and then once it was put up and painted, then it started to delaminate. So let's chop a bit down and we'll see. Actually guys, I probably should have showed you this part. It's a lot worse, it's a lot more visible to see. So sometimes the painter might get the blame, or the plasterer. It's actually neither. There's no way of fixing it. You got to take it down. You can see that there. Okay, so I'm going to take off this length and this length the whole way through. It's even damage there. I can't think of any other reasons why, other than what I stated, why it would do this. It's ready to come down. Now I want you to notice two things. One, we're guessing it's early 2022 Boral cornice. When we pull this down, it should have the brand and the time it was made on the back. And I want you to see that, number one, my most common comments are, why the big gap? Why doesn't the wall go all the way up to the ceiling? Because you don't need to do that in Australia. doesn't have to be like that. Here we go. Here it is. It's Boral. It's a Boral cornice. Okay, we don't have a timestamp, but it's made from the same material as the gypsum. And look at the big gap, guys. Why is there a gap? Well, the ceiling is roughly just over 2.4, and each sheet is 1200 millimeters, 1.2. So you always leave the bottom sheet 10 mils off the ground, and the top sheet goes up, and you know that this cornice will cover it. So it's very quick. This cornice gets installed very quick. It's very cheap, and it's very strong. But I mean, look at that gap. Some people say, oh look, you know, mice can run around in there and everything like that. Well, if they're in there, they're in the roof space anyway, giving them a little extra roof space. But I mean, so what? It's not going to hold back fire any less than a wall itself as well. So it's totally sealed. I'll show you how strong it is when I pull this one down. Okay, we'll just pull this down. It's so strong. It's so strong. You can feel it. Very strong stuff. You can see here now that I've got it on the ground how damaged it was. I still haven't seen yet, but we're looking for that early 2022 manufacture date. Maybe on the next piece. And while we're here, I'll quickly show you there's another 2 methods to get this down. Next one is going like this. Like that. Like that. And then pulling it down. There is this method using a floor scraper, nice and sharp. But you can damage the wall a little bit. But I mean, you're going to go through and patch it up anyway. That's it. That's the methods for getting it down. Just going to pull this down. I probably prefer just using this multi-tool. Alright, that'll do it for this video. I've got the hallway to pull down. Before you can put new cornice up, you just go through, make sure this is all nice and flat. Very labor intensive pulling cornice down. The cornice cement is very strong. And I recommend if you're doing any kind of patches or repairs, use cornice cement. It sets really fast, it doesn't shrink, and it's super strong. That'll do it for this video. I'm going to keep going here. You all have a nice day. Let me know in the comments below what you're working on. I almost forgot to mention the whole point of this video was to check the manufacturer date. Now I said January 2022. How about 21st of December 2021? Within a month. So, I don't know. If anyone's got this at home, check the date on the back, check the brand. I don't know. Leave a comment below if you're experiencing this and what's happened with it. Alright, now I'm really signing off. Take care. Bye.